Hey y'all, it's me, Pretty77, and I'm here today because I've been asked a question: where do I get my self-confidence from? I asked you guys, would you like to see a video on it? And so many of you replied yes, so here we are. Okay, so boom, like most of the people in the world, I had many insecurities about myself, about my body, about my features, just girl, the whole 9 yards. Although I was never bullied growing up, I had several insecurities about myself, which include things like my big lips, my asthma, which caused me to snore extremely hard and loud in my sleep. Like, it was to the point where when I was young, like staying up to midnight was like the thing to do, what you never could like accomplish. I would always try to fight my sleep just so I can fall asleep last, because because my siblings always made fun of me because I snore so loudly, because I literally could not breathe out of my nose. I had an insecurity about my butt because majority of the people in my family got like big butts. So naturally, growing up, walking around my sisters and stuff, they would be like, oh, sit down with your flat butt and just stuff like that. And it might not seem like something to you, but when you kind of don't fit in with the rest of the people you're related to, you kind of feel like. Then there was the issue with my teeth. As you guys see, I have braces now, but I really never had a huge issue with the gaps of my teeth. It's always like the two front teeth, they was just like so much bigger than the rest, and it just caused this like bunny rabbit effect on my mouth. I don't know, but like my gaps, having gaps wasn't as hard to the point where I wouldn't smile or I would want to smile with my mouth closed, because I'm super goofy and like I'm going to talk and laugh with my mouth wide open. I really didn't care. So, but as soon as I was able to afford braces, here you go. So the glow up is loading. Another body issue that I had was my big feet. Like, I didn't ask for these feet, but my feet were really huge, to the point where when I was young with big feet, it kind of looked like boats, you know. But I kind of grew into them, but it's still larger than like the average female, which is like a size 7 or 8. Like, I wear a size 10. Then there was the issue about me just being different. Even though my oldest sister is darker complexion, she's so much older, I didn't really grow up with her. My other sisters, my two sisters, one a year older and one a year younger, they were both lighter than me. So I was like the brown, darker girl in the house, and I kind of felt out of place. Especially because they shared a room and I shared a room with my brother, so I kind of just always felt like distant and not as girly. I was so insecure about my cheeks. I used to always say I have chipmunk cheeks, and they were just like so big, like for no reason. It was to the point where I would wear my hair down every single day. I probably did that for at least 5 or 6 years, framing my face to hide like my cheeks. Unfortunately, when I lost weight, my cheeks went down, but back then I wouldn't have dreamed of ever sitting here recording a video in a bun with my hair completely out of my face like this. I had to get used to bunning it was like when I first started my hair journey and I had to bun. It was like one of the biggest changes of my life. It seems so simple, but because of the issues that I had in my past, it was so hard. But yeah, I was never bullied. But when people got mad at me, they always had the same old lines. They used to say I look like a monkey, and that I had a mustache, and that I had big lips. For one, I do have discoloration like above my top lip, but it's literally not hair there. Maybe because, I don't know, people can be so cruel, and a lot of these things actually came from my siblings, of course, close friends, or like people in school. But yeah, it kind of weighs a toll on you when you hear it so many times. So basically, the ways that I overcame those issues that I had about myself was I had to learn my self-worth. I had to learn to love myself, because I was worth what I was. I am worth so much more than what I gave myself credit for. I was literally beating myself up about every little thing, and it's just not right. I learned to stop comparing myself, because no one is perfect. Even the famous people or the people we look up to in media, who we think are so perfect with this makeup and all these lightings and all these special effects, even some of them have insecurities about themselves that we would never know of. Like, no one's perfect, no one. So I highlighted all the things that I love about myself. I actually made a list of all the features that I liked about myself. Like, I really like the shape of my eyes. I really like my hair. I really like the way my body curves. So every time that I would feel bad about myself, or like my lips or any feature that I wasn't comfortable with, I would always follow it up with something that I love about myself. Like, ooh, my lips just do not look right in this lip gloss. But then I would say, but Whitney, you have amazing eyes. But Whitney, your hair is gorgeous. So I would always up talk myself when I thought about down talking myself. So I put the things that I love about myself and other inspirational like quotes about myself. I put them on what do you call those? I put them on Post-its, and I put them on my mirror. So when I'm washing my face every morning, I would just repeat to myself, Whitney, you are beautiful. You are worth something. I would just repeat it to myself. And I know it's kind of corny when you first start to do it, but it actually works, and you actually start to realize that these things are true. Something that I learned to help boost my self-esteem, when I would get a compliment, I would always shoot it down. I would be like, oh, your smile's pretty. And I would be like, you trying to be funny because I got all these gaps. My teeth is like bugs. So are you... I would never accept like the compliment, bruh. So now I learned that when somebody say, oh, your smile is gorgeous, even though, you know, I still got a lot going on right now, I'll be like, thank you. And you keep moving. Because if somebody else is seeing the beauty in the stuff that you don't like, chances are that's really not an issue. It's just, it's a mental thing. Yeah, so I basically learned to stay positive, surround myself about positive people, just not hanging around people who gonna sit around, gossip, and just pick out everybody's flaws and how they're not perfect, when in actuality, we ain't nobody perfect. So stay positive through it all. Like I said earlier, for everything you down talk yourself about, shoot out that compliment to lift yourself up. I think that accepting the things that I could not change was like one of the biggest things that I could have done for my self-esteem. It's like, Whitney, they don't have feet reduction surgery. Like, you're gonna have to live with these boats for the rest of your life, so you might as well love them. Your lip size is not going anywhere. These things is big and luscious. People getting injections now to get these same lips. So I kind of learned to slowly accept the things that I cannot change, and the things that I could change, like my chipmunk cheeks. I lost weight, and I can now see like my cheekbone structure is popping. So I fixed that. And with my gap in teeth situation, I could finally afford braces. So glow up, glow up. Oh, and by the way, my butt just gradually got bigger. I guess it, you know, it came with age. You know, I was a late bloomer in my family. I had to slowly realize that it's different strokes for different folks. Like, me feeling not beautiful, and even still through all of that, getting a compliment from somebody, or somebody that thinks, you know, that I was attractive. Like, at first I would be like, who sent you? Who told you to say that? You think I'm cute? But then I just slowly realized, Whitney, like, they can't all be lying and trying to make you feel good. Like, you just not some people's cup of tea. Like, you actually are a beautiful human being. And like, YouTube actually helped me out so much with that. Like, I don't know, all of a sudden I feel like when you get confidence, regardless of how you look, even if you still look the same, you haven't changed anything, people really pick up on that. And you know, they start to comment things like, oh my god, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, where is this coming from? But like, when you feel good about yourself, people really pick up on that, and they feed off of that, and they inspired. Like, you never know who you are helping. So yeah, you guys wanted to know how I got my confidence in myself, and there you have it. It didn't happen overnight. It probably took me about maybe 2 years to get like this thing to hold my head up high in a room full of beautiful women, which I am able to do today, and give women compliments. You know, people don't be want to give each other compliments these days. They think everything's a competition, when reality is not. Everybody is beautiful in their own special way. If you really enjoyed this video, share it with somebody who you think that it can help. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.